My grandfather, he's 92. He's a Salvation Army officer. And he tells this amazing story of, you know, when the Salvation Army, they'd go around the bars and that at night and witness. And he went into a pub one night and all the pub goers started mocking him, going, "Hey Sally, sing us a song." And so my granddad took them at what they were saying and said, "Yeah, I'll sing you a song." And he stood there and he sang, "Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so." He said, "I saw grown men weep. I saw men, working men, you know, take off their caps, lay down their drinks, because my granddad sung a song of Jesus' love in a dark place and the light came." Growing up, my dad was in bands and he was lead guitarist, amazing voice, beautiful storyteller in his music. And so, you know, a lovely childhood memory of mine would be a lovely summer afternoon and Dad would be out on the deck of my childhood home and he'd have his acoustic guitar out and singing, and it was just a sound, you know, that was around. And so right from a really early age, you know, I was asking Dad, "Can I sing with you?" So my dad was a big influence in my musicality. That was good times. That was when I was still living at home. Then I went off to university. Found the little, you know, really quickly found the little bars and pubs and stuff that had pianos, and quickly sort of got into that scene and, you know, was playing regularly and at night and stuff and trying to keep up my studies during the day. But my heart wasn't in my studies. Making some decisions that were not how I was raised, and hating that I was making them, but feeling kind of caught up in something that I thought was cool but not cool. And I went up to Hamilton on holiday to visit my brother and my good friend who was studying at Waikato. And my friend and I, we went out one night and, you know, we'd had a couple of drinks and stuff, and we found ourselves in this little blues bar with this amazing band, grand piano, upright bass, just a guy on a few drums, beautiful. And I knew quite a few of their songs, and I don't know, it was quite late. And I went up to the piano player and I said, "Oh, could I sing some songs with you?" And the bass player, he said to me, "This isn't karaoke, lady." And the piano player was like, "Nah, let her sing some songs. You know, it's okay, it's late, doesn't matter." So I ended up singing some songs with them. And at the end of the night, they just said, "Who are you? Where are you from? Will you come and sing with our band?" And I was like, "Cool, my name's Sarah. Currently I'm living in Dunedin. Yep, I'll come and sing with your band." And 2 weeks later, I was in Hamilton and I sang with that band in one form or another for about 3 years. Out gigging 4 or 5 nights a week, packed pubs, packed bars, but just so empty, and yeah, in relationship after relationship, and yeah, not in a happy place at all. One night we were playing in a bar in Hamilton. We'd played there 100 times before, same song list, you know. It was a rainy night, I remember that. And it was interesting because I was straight. I hadn't had anything to drink, I hadn't taken anything. And we were in the middle of singing Georgia on My Mind by Ray Charles. And I don't know why God chose that night, but there was a point in the song where I just felt the liquid gold love of who I knew to be God, even in that moment, from the tip of my head to the tip of my toes, and it just washed through my entire being. And I just started weeping right in the middle of the song. Packed bar, it was almost like everyone had gone quiet, but I rang my dad and I was still weeping. I said to my dad, "I think I've met God." And my dad didn't say much. I don't think he knew what to say, but within 2 days in the mail arrived my grandfather's Bible. So I took myself off to church for the first time in my whole life that Sunday. Didn't know what to expect. Walked in really nervous, but totally knowing I was in the right place. And that was it. I think I've been to church nearly every Sunday since. It was a really interesting time, but I was new and I was forgiven and I had hope and I didn't feel lonely. All these years later, I'm overseeing the most amazing creative team and just loving it.